Hi guys, and welcome back to another video on another wrestling review. I knew that this is that this is going to be a video explaining why I am not very happy about the whole Saudi Wrestlemania 43 um an announcement. So as to it was announced that Riyadh season would get WrestleMania 43 in 2027 to climax the 2027 Riyadh season, and I'm not really too thrilled by it because if you think about it, guys, right, they're actually getting 50 million, 50 million a pay-per-view over in Saudi every time the Saudis come calling, and um, and they have the nerve to charge ticket prices. I mean, Clash at the Castle Scotland, um, Clash at the Castle Scotland, I know first hand is 810 quid, but even that's like pocket money in comparison to like the prices now. Altogether, and for SummerSlam this year, with Stadium and New Jersey, and like it's just becoming more corporate, and like you only really get six or five matches a card. And like people were being people were being told, oh, you have to pay that price. You have to pay that price, or we'll take it away from your town, etc. That's not right. But also, guys, as well, what's areas Arch Apiro from the TKO board says there's a room for maneuver to increase prices because they want to ultimately increase prices to the same level as UFC. Now, now two problems with this. UFC as um, occasional events like every couple of months. It is WWE as a equal a product, and and has a lot more fan engagement, etc. WWE's been around longer than what UFC has, etc. There's been fans even longer than me that have um, consumed that product, even though I've consumed it for just over 25 years. I'm 30 years old now, and it just is starting to really piss me off, because if you think about it, guys, even the merchandise now is extortionate. our family he had to pay double uh, price for my class at the castle commemorative bill of the WWE online Euro store because scalpers are related to the belt store on Clash at the Castle. You can't, because that was one of the reasons why my mum is so desperate to get me over to the St. Enoch Centre, also I could buy it on the actual weekend, and I have to actually say it is probably one of my favourite parts of my collection, but I know in my heart of hearts that those kind of bits of memorabilia are going to be like a once in a lifetime, are going to be once in a lifetime gift. So as purchase, you've also got Clash at the Castle 2024. That'll probably be that'll probably be my on an only WWE event because prices are just getting extortionate and it was around the same price and it was around the same price for or the Hydro this year. You're expected to fork out for Netflix for the pay-per-view is now. That's a bit dearer than the WWE network was previous, so and they don't even have all the old Raws and SmackDowns up yet, and it's a bit annoying. But at the same time, guys, I don't want to fully, I don't want to fully walk away either. I have I have an attachment and an um, an infinity of professional wrestling, or wrestling's always been a part of my life in some capacity. It's got me through some tough times in my life. Like I've told Sean, and I've even told Charlotte as well, who by the way both appear in my channel as hosts for the different topics. But like I say anyway, like I just actually feel a bit heartbroken when you see the prices of the merchandise because you think, oh, the demony, he top up it looks cool. Did you see the price? And it's like of £99 over here, and it's like $99 over in America. So conversion rates in jack shit to WWE as well, but um also that's ridiculous. It's basically for a very funky designed but horse, and I actually thought that that would be a cool addition for my collection, but the price is just too extortionate. If you look behind me, I've got my glasses and my outside the WWE stuff. The majority of it being Funkos. I've got the toy version of the World Heavyweight Championship. Um, out that's on top of my collection behind me. I've even I've even got some of the more of the altered Funkos on top of my wardrobe, and etc. So I'm a big wrestling I'm a big wrestling as he is all know, but it just saddens me that WWE have gone even more down the corporate route. And I know Vince McMahon did some awful. I know Vince McMahon did some awful heinous things behind the scenes, especially to female performers and female members of staff amongst the offices in Titan Tower, especially. But the thing I'll give the old man credit for was his pricing, um, his pricing for tickets and merchandise had had consideration for families and fans alike. TKO only yeah, about profit margins, hence why they've even signed that deal with ESPN to show events over in the States such as WrestlePalooza, WrestleMania, etc. But the actual concern is going back to the Saudi agreement for WrestleMania 43 is that none of the talent that showed up for the announcement are actually thrilled with the announcement and the session of the location, even women and Bianca Belair said, even and Bianca Belair said, it's a great destination for women and young girls, and you're like, she's been forced to actually say that because the female because the female talent on the roster are have to wear these kind of awkward sort of body suits similar to the suit that Xbox Warrior wore at WrestleMania 15, that kind of style of bodysuit because I'm in and Sunni or can't even can't even have so evil as the ring here or show anybody it's a and cause we're like I'm in a like second class citizens over here and thank you oh damn in a country that still has a sprinkle of freedom of speech left in it because see if you were over because see if you were over in Saudi, I guarantee you, because of my social media posts about this and the various videos discussing this, I'd be in jail right now because of what I'm saying to you. It's a fascist regime. It's not only that, it's also just fundamentalism. Now, I have no problem of people that actually practice a faith. It's not my kind of thing. But see, to be honest with if you see, to be honest with if you and it crosses um and it crosses a line like treating women like second class citizens or like mandating that people fast etc. or just basically affects like a quality of life either political or social. That is wrong in my opinion, and shame on TKO for actually bending the knee to the is to the um to this corrupt government, and essentially that's what they've done, especially especially there's even some of the bigger podcasters like James Romero, you've got Dutchman Stevie Richards, Eric Bischoff, who else you got? Even Vince Russo, even though I think Vince Russo's a tit of a man, they've all to the out because it is getting out of order and it comes down to greed, etc. Well, wrestling's supposed to be a counterculture. It's for misfits that don't fit into society. It's just becoming like a corporate world experience, and I think within the next 5 years, the audience is going to look very, very different. It's just going to be like a government shareholders and like just basically corruptive issues. Um, just basically corruptive shows that can attend events, and like that is wrong because as big as a Celtic football club's greatest ever manager Jocks Dean actually said one time he said football was not often about the fans, and it's the same and it's the same of professional wrestling, because you see what happened to the company and to other promotions during the pandemic. Look at what happened to the Ring of Honor, especially, or Ring of Honor is very close to shutting down entirely until Tony Khan bought them out because they were eating off every single member of that roster. Because the final had to live in during the pandemic was supposed to be the final event until Tony Khan stepped in. And I'm not really a big fan of Tony Khan, but at least his prices are a lot more affordable. And yeah, I just actually feel that this is not the right move for the WWE, and I think eventually this will be the catalyst for the Saudis to actually buy uh, out TKO and take over WWE, because think about it, they've got that WWE experience right in the heart of the yard. They've got an office over there now, a WWE corporate office. They've got the Royal Rumble next year. They've had the various crown jewel events. They've had the greatest Royal Rumble, all the Eddie the 50 man Royal Rumble. And that was a very famous propaganda video of um the Saudi government launching the new Riyadh season. And if you think about it though, if you've looked into it, like, there's no free speech at all, because, as I've said, if you're a Saudi citizen or you're just thinking of flying over to check out the country, if they find out you've criticised to the government, that's you chucked in jail, because think of how many foreign prisoners there are over there already. It's just disgusting. And yeah, and it just leaves a bad taste in my mouth. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Are you as pissed off as myself with TKO? Are you even excited for the prospect of an international WrestleMania? Because the fact is that Europe never got a WrestleMania before this lot did, is shameful. Because if you think about it, Triple H is over talking to the mayor of London on Eastern three separate occasions. They always bang on about how great the French crowd are, each time they go over there. They bang on about how good the Mexican crowd are, the Canadian crowd. The Canadians haven't held a WrestleMania since WrestleMania 18. And guys, it's been that long, but yeah, you know what I mean. Um, but yeah, those are my thoughts on it, guys. Sorry if I've hummed you all out. It's not my usual comedic rant, but this is something I've had. This is something I've had to get off my chest for and I really don't like the way this is heading, but to have the ability that's spoken out like James Run, like James Hero, um, um, Touch My Antel's Stevie Richards, um, top 10 wrestle in even Siri so and yes spoken out etc. on all with us, and it's just tone deaf, and it just like to and it just like to say to a guy like Mark Shapiro on the TKO what as you're not only just pricing myself out of an event, you're pricing out potentially your younger fans or kids that are desperate to go to an event. Because that's a lot of fun for people of all ages. There was even a guy, there's even a guy on X who I used to talk to occasionally, and he said his grandson. He said his grandson is desperate to get tickets for Clash at the Castle, and he said, "I'm sorry, son, I can't get you tickets. It's too expensive for me." And it's like, Jesus Christ, because this actually sums up how greedy this company is. But anyway, guys, let me know your thoughts on it. And another thing is, I'll see to all of these idiots like Easy Power and etc. The, the all actually can meaning if you're going to buy tickets for all the events, you know how expensive they are, so stop complaining and actually save yourself a bit of money because you're posting, oh, we'd everybody be mad if I got tickets to wrestle people. Who's a stupid bitch she is? I mean, like, Jesus Christ, almighty, before I go off and I'd just like to say to you, especially, you're sending out X messages here, stop actually paying the or as prices. Do you want WWE to be the downfall of your house, your your house, everything, your car, everything you own, just for the sake of WWE tickets, and and get a get or rip you a date, and so after that, guys, so remember to like, share, and comment down below. Oh, and support your local and company, and I'll see you all next time. This is a so another of your annual saying Mark Shapiro spin on this absolute prick. And yeah, WWE have a change of attitude, and I'll see you all next time. Like, share, subscribe, الريب عن. I'll see you very soon.